Coronation Street spoilers. 22 dramatic snapshots display heartbreak. Proposals and chaos at the Cobbles subsequent week. Next week on Coronation Street. Secrets and techniques unravel. Romances ignite. And one loved individual reaches absolute breaking point. From heartfelt proposals to emotional breakdowns and surprising disasters. Lifestyles at the street is something however quiet. Here's a complete rundown of the whole lot set to spread with 22 spoiler snapshots shooting all of the drama you may not need to miss. Carla takes the plunge with a Marvel inspiration. After months of developing affection, Carla Connor comes to a decision: it is time to take her courting with Lisa Swain to the following degree with a romantic inspiration. Carla excitedly stalks her plan with Ryan Connor, and as soon as the hoop arrives, she enlists the assist of Glenda Shuttleworth on the Rovers to make the instant magical slipping the hoop into Lisa's glass of champagne. But will Lisa suspect something's up earlier than Carla pops the question? And extra importantly, will she say yes? George is going on a date, however it would not visit plan. While Carla plans a future, George Shuttleworth is simply dipping his toe lower back into the relationship pool. Agreeing to a date with Samantha, George is excited, till Glenda throws a spanner with inside the works. Recognizing Samantha from number 1 school, Glenda finally ends up monopolizing the evening, leaving George feeling just like the 0.33 wheel on his very own date. Is his new romance over earlier than it has even begun? Amy and Audie proportion a passionate second, however catastrophe strikes. Amy Barlow and Audie Allahan develop nearer subsequent week, as Audie reveals himself at rock bottom, plagued with the aid of using guilt over what occurred with Lauren Bolton. Amy is there for him, imparting aid and reassurance, and because the second turns tender, emotions resurface. Audie admits he desires they may be extra than friends, and one issue ends in another. But simply because the pair go back to number 7, their pleasure is shattered whilst Jess seems equipped to take Audie in for police questioning. The timing could not be worse. Is their budding romance already doomed? Steve McDonald hits rock bottom. Elsewhere, Steve McDonald is struggling. With his divorce now in motion, Steve makes the hard choice to transport out of number 1 and into Cassie Plummer's home. It's intended to be a sparkling begin, however it quick will become a nightmare. After agreeing to babysit younger Doran, Steve falls asleep, most effective to awaken in horror to discover the kid missing. Panic quick spreads because the own circle of relatives worry Doran can also additionally have climbed into an vintage refrigerator that changed into taken to the dump. The Seek starts off evolved, however will they discover him in time? Theo's global falls apart. It's a tough week for Theo Silverton, too, when he sees a leaflet promoting traditional family values from No's church, proposing photographs of his very own circle of relatives. Theo is beaten with confusion and anger. He cancels his lunch with Todd Grimshaw and spirals right into an unfavorable rage, trashing the builder's backyard in a suit of emotion. His ache is apparent, however, whilst Gary Windass discovers the damage. Will he display expertise or supply consequences? Hope's prank backfires and sparks a brand new crisis. Mischievous Hope Stape is at it again. After gambling a prank on Tyrone Dobbs and snapping a cheeky photo of his bottom, Hope refuses to delete the image except he offers her Telecel smartphone lower back. Tyrone attempts to put down the law. However, whilst Hope threatens to publish the image online, Abby Webster panics. She needs that Carl Webster discover Hope's Telecel smartphone earlier than she receives it lower back. Things improve whilst Tyrone spots Carl with inside the precinct and Abby is pressured to cover in simple sight. Will Tyrone find out what is going on? Next week's Coronation Street is full of uncooked emotion, surprising twists and conventional Cobbles chaos. From Carla's heartfelt inspiration to Audie's devastating arrest, and from Steve's gut-wrenching panic to Theo's emotional breakdown, there is no scarcity of drama at the street. Will love blossom for Carla and Lisa? Can Amy and Audie live to tell the tale the fallout? And is Steve approximately to stand each parent's worst worry? Tune in to Coronation Street subsequent week due to the fact lifestyles at the Cobbles is set to explode. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.